you are in a lucky year. You can cover nearly 50% questions from the NCERT. There are many topics in these NCERT which are important for your mains examination also, GS paper 1. Partially I'll be able to look at the MCQ, but I'll not be able to solve the entire MCQ unless and until I read the advanced concepts. Place where you start, you have your concepts clear. These concepts are clear, they will help you to learn this part well. Hello everyone, welcome to PW Only IAS, Only English channel. I'm Dimple Nankani, and the topic of discussion that we have today is NCERT enough for UPSC Geography? I am a geography teacher, and this question is time and again asked to me, that whether NCERT itself is enough for acing the geography part for the UPSC examination. Now, there are two viewpoints. Okay, this is my Telegram QR code. You can scan this code and become a member of my Telegram channel. I put my content, YouTube videos, and I guide students in this Telegram channel. So I'll welcome you all there. Now, there are two viewpoints about whether NCERT is enough while I'm dealing with geography portion for UPSC examination. One viewpoint is that NCERT is enough and it is good to go. There is other viewpoint which says that nothing on the earth is enough. What is my take? Whether NCERT is enough or not, being a geography teacher, what is my take? Well, I'll let you know what is my take in few minutes. But then, those who say that NCERT is enough, what are the NCERTs that are generally recommended for you to study? Some of you recommend only, some of the seniors would recommend you to do only two NCERTs, which is your class 11th NCERT, the Fundamental of Physical Geography, and the India Physical Environment. These two NCERTs are generally recommended for those who have studied before. However, there are few others who would say that don't just read class 10th NCERT, but also read class 6th NCERT. So you should read from class 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. The two NCERTs that are generally recommended are class 11th NCERT, not 10th. This is class 11th NCERT that are generally recommended. But some of them says that no, please read from a very basic, start from the base, the earth, our habitat, class 6th NCERT, our environment, class 7 NCERT. This is about earth, solar system, maps and other things. This is about the environment, biome and other places. That is class 6, class 7. You then have human geography, that is about resource and development. This is 8th class NCERT, about resources, development, human geography. This is 9th class NCERT, which is about India. So far 6th, 7th, 8th dealt with world. 9th and 10th deal with India. India part 1, India part 2. Contemporary India part 1, contemporary India part 2. 6th to 10th, you get a snapshot about geography. Just a brief idea about what topics are there in geography, what is the base level. Then you have class 11th NCERT, the two most important NCERTs from where many questions come, which are also recommended, two basic important NCERT. Then comes your 12th NCERT, which is about your human geography. Again, one is about the world level, the fundamentals of human geography, class 12th NCERT, and the other is about India people. So this is about the India levels, world level and the Indian level. This is class 12th NCERT. There are many topics in these NCERT which are important for your mains examination also, GS paper 1, society and the human geography part. Right, now I have not told you my take whether the NCERTs are important and enough. Our NCERT is important, very important. Why? Because they help me build the base. But is the base level sufficient for an examination like UPSC? Is it enough? The take is no, it is not enough. It is the base. This is the base. Class 6th is, let's say, this base. This base is class 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. This is the base 1. Okay, then this base 1 is followed by a base 2, base level 2, which is your class 11th NCERT and class 12th NCERT. This is base 2. Apart from this, where does UPSC ask questions from? They also ask level from the advanced topics. What is the focus of UPSC? The focus of UPSC is to ask question from both these level. They will ask question from the base 2 as well as they will ask questions from the advanced level. It is not just base 2. What is the importance of base 1? Can I leave it? No. Class 6 to 10th is the base for you to understand, base 2. Unless and until you are clear on this, you will face difficulty for this. So you have to jump it. This is the place where you start. You have your concepts clear. These concepts are clear. They will help you to learn this part well. So base 1, that is 6 to 10th, is the starting first step. This is very important so that the second step becomes easy for you. And then there's a third step, which is the advanced level, which we cover in the classes, which we cover in the other basic books that we provide, like we have Udan. So they consolidate these advanced level topics also. So here, this is what your UPSC is asking, this part as well as this part. So class, this is what my take is. NCERTs are not enough. You need to develop upon them. You need to improve upon them. Here, apart from the NCERTs, also you need to have your atlas. Very important. A very important book for geography is atlas. Whatever you see, whatever place that you see in the current affairs, which have been coming quite often, that you need to cover in your, that you need to see in the atlas. You need to learn from the atlas. You need to look at what are the surrounding countries, surrounding places. Then only you will be able to solve some of the MCQs that UPSC asks. Let us look at some of the previous year questions so that you have an idea about whether NCERT is enough or not. Nothing speaks better than the UPSC questions. So look at UPSC questions here. There was a question in your prelims examination in 2023, which says that Amarkantak Hills, this is a mapping question. Mapping is given, map portion is given in your class 11th NCERT, the Indian geography, the part 2. Okay, now look at this question. Okay, Amarkantak are at the confluence of Vindhyas and Sahyadri range. Okay, the second statement is Biligiri Rangan Hills are the easternmost part of Satpura range. The third one, Sheshachalam is a part of Western Ghat. So there are three statements that are given. One is about Amarkantak, one is about Biligiri Rangan range, and one is about your Sheshachalam Hills. If I look at NCERT, class 11th NCERT, one of the most important NCERT, I will be partially able to solve the first statement. The first statement I can solve from the NCERT. It is given. But nothing is much mentioned about Biligiri Rangan range. Sheshachalam also, nothing much is mentioned about this. So I will have partial knowledge if I only do NCERT. Partially I'll be able to look at the MCQ, but I'll not be able to solve the entire MCQ unless and until I read the advanced concepts. Okay, then. So this was about the prelims question. Again, looking at 2023 question, this is consider the following statement. First, India, despite having uranium deposit, this uranium deposit is mentioned in your class 8th NCERT. Class 8th NCERT, it is given in resource and development. Uranium is mentioned there. So it says India, despite having uranium deposit, depends on coal for most of its electricity production. That's one statement. The second statement is, statement 2 is, uranium enriched to the extent of at least 60% is required for the production of electricity. This statement is nowhere given in the NCERT. It is not given in the NCERT. It was there in news. It has been there in news quite often. there's a country which is trying to enrich the uranium, and the country has faced sanction because there are question marks about why uranium they want to enrich the uranium to a greater extent, because that can be used for lethal weapons also. If uranium is enriched, they can be used for lethal weapons also to a very greater extent. So therefore they have faced the sanction. Now this is not given in your NCERT. This is given in your NCERT, that we depend more on the coal despite having uranium. Where do we have uranium? That also is given in your NCERT. So can I solve the entire MCQ by looking at this question, by reading the NCERT alone? No. I need to be smart. I need to be smart enough to understand that, okay, I need to have a questioning mindset. I need to have some logical mindset, and I also need to read news. So are NCERT enough? No. You need to read newspapers. You need to do current affairs. You need to do the mapping part. You need to do the atlas part. You need to do the advanced concepts. Then only you can, you'll be able to solve the MCQs in the entirety, right? So you need all of these. You need a consolidated preparation. You need consolidation, as well as you need application of advanced level concepts. So this is what you need to have in mind. Am I saying that NCERT is not good at all? No, that is not what I'm trying to say. NCERTs are important, but not sufficient. It is this NCERT, and there are many questions also in your examination which come directly from your NCERT, and you can solve it completely also. Like, for example, this is again 2023 question. It says, in a seismograph, P wave are recorded earlier than S wave. Can I solve this by NCERT? Yes, this is given in your class 11th NCERT. In P wave, the individual particle vibrate to and fro in the direction of wave propagation, whereas in the S wave, they vibrate up and down. Can I solve this from the NCERT? Both these statements are clearly given in your class 11th NCERT. In toto they are given. Same exact, they have been copy pasted in your question paper. So can I solve this? Yes, I can solve this. I can solve this by NCERT. So what is my take? My take is, there are years. For example, if I compare 2023 to compare to 2024. In 2023, there would be about 4 to 5 questions that you can cover by reading NCERT alone. Rest 10 to 15 questions, I need to have advanced level understanding. Whereas in 2024, there were about 10 questions out of, let's say, 20. Another 10 questions that were covered via NCERT, and 10 required advanced level understanding. So in case you are very lucky, okay, in case you are in a lucky year, you can cover nearly 50% questions from the NCERT. And in case, that means that's an easy part for geography, which was last year 2024. But in case the examiner has decided to take some revenge, some sweet revenge from you, then you will be able to solve, let's say 5 out of 20 is what? 25%. So it can range. It can range that sometimes with nearly 50% of the paper can be done via NCERT. For geography I'm talking, and for some time it is only 25% of the geography portion can be covered from your NCERT. What do we need? We need to do at least 80% of the questions correct for any subject. Okay, 70% of the questions to be correct. So if I want to do 70% of the questions to be correct, I really need to go beyond NCERT. What should I do? Here we are there to help you out. We have our booklets here. We have UDAN, that is for static physical geography. We also have, this includes both world and India. We also have UDAN for human geography. This is also both India and the world. We've consolidated the advanced level topics. We've consolidated the MCQs. We've covered these portions. Apart from this, we also have our current affair booklets, where you can, just by reading one book, two book, you'll be able to cover a lot of questions. Nearly 60-70% of the questions can be done. That comes from your examination. So here we have this for you. All the best, and thank you for being a part of our channel. I'll see you soon.